Wanted to shoot a quick video doing a aux to Bluetooth adapter in the back of the factory radio of my W211 station wagon. This is the Harman Kardon setup with the NTG1 radio. All this really does is just replace the aux input from the glove box with a Bluetooth adapter. Your aux in the glove box has a cable coming from it. It's this guy here, but it's got a little proprietary sort of L-shaped connector. The aux cable, if you didn't know, is uselessly in the glove box in this little hole here where my finger is. So, to make it usable, we'll put a Bluetooth adapter into the back of the radio there. I didn't show the full teardown process, but Enfig has a great video on how to do it. I'll link their video down below. And real quick tips on if you get this Bluetooth adapter from eBay. I tested this with the battery outside of the car. Works great, very quick to pair. But the wires that come off of it are like a 20 or 22 gauge, very thin wire. Doesn't need a lot of amperage, plus it's not a very long wire, so that's fine. However, the splices that I was using to splice into the cigarette lighter, I'm using the cigarette lighter because it's a switch power source. The splices that I'm using needed a thicker gauge wire, so I just added on a 18 gauge section to be able to do that. And the cigarette lighter port is a great switch 12 volt power source. Quick note on this guy while we're here, it's 3-pronged. The middle one here is the illumination bulb for the cigarette lighter, so you want to tap into the brown wire, this guy here on the top, and then the red, and in my case purple, red and purple striped wire here. That's your positive, brown is negative. On some cars, I think earlier cars, this is red and white, but mine is red and purple for some reason. But I wanted to throw that note in there. Quick note as to why I'm doing a aux Bluetooth module. Eventually I am going to change to a Android head unit, but in the meantime I wanted some better solution than the FM transmitter in the cigarette port. That is very common. That's the practice that I've been doing. However, if I was dead set on using the factory radio because I like the way it looked or whatever, the better option would probably be to replace the CD changer. The CD changer runs on the fiber optic CAN bus network. That means that when you're switching to the CD changer in the car, it gives you the ability to do play, pause, skip, like all the media controls. I didn't want to do that in the meantime because the aux Bluetooth adapter that I did put in is like 20 bucks, whereas the aux adapter kit for the CD changer replacement is like 200. So I'd rather put that 200 towards a head unit and get to that eventually. Alright, here's what I mean about the aux Bluetooth adapter not having steering wheel controls or car controls. If I go to the audio menu here in the dash, it only says aux. That's just telling me that the signal is coming from the aux and I don't have a way to like play, pause, skip, or any of that.